Keep the bag, King Walker.
What's going on, LFG fam? Welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel. And this video is not a trailer. Funny as fuck, not a trailer. But LFG sat down and we watched the fucking Marvels.
Got the bucket? You might as well throw it away. He looked like a trash can.
Oh man.
Well, okay. Well, look, Cody wants to get into it. Obviously, I have a differing opinion. Okay, let me start this off. Let me start this off here. Get into the ratings. We watched the Marvels today. I'm gonna say this. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I still think it was a mid movie. But given all the reports, given all that was coming out, I thought this was gonna be just bomb and be bad. The story, we didn't get anything. The rating, I think I'm at the 6. I'm at the 6.
Okay.
It was a middle movie. Okay. From no surprises. The villain was as there is in every single most Marvel movies. The villains is just always lackluster. So for me, okay, the villain was whatever, but the story was generic. The performances weren't that bad. The end scene was probably the best part of it, but we'll see where that goes. Yeah, we'll see where that goes. But the movie I thought was gonna be bad. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It was decent. Like I said, I literally thought it was gonna be bad. Fucking 2, 3 at the highest I was ready to give it, but I think I'm at the 6. So we could talk about it once we get into it. What do you at then, Cody?
I mean, all your points are pretty spot on, but obviously I feel like very, very lower. But I am at a 5. I didn't think you were gonna say 6. I thought you were gonna say 7, but I am at a 5.
Jet?
I was gonna give it a 4.
I ain't mad at it.
Let us influence you.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna give it a 4. And I think the discourse has to be correct. When rating a movie, I think a lot of the times, and I think we're all prone to this mistake. We like to stay in that 10, 9, 8, 7. When that's like, even if you get to a 7, that's still a good movie. And when I say 4, there's still positives, but there's a lot of negatives for me personally with this.
So I'm at 5.
So I just want to keep that in mind for any Captain Marvel fans or just Marvel fans in general that hear these. Just remember that on a scale of 1 to 10, there's still positives, even if someone is as low as a 4, a 5, or even a 6. Like, you just got to keep that in mind. So
to the 6 people that was in a movie theater to watch this movie, we all know what we saw. Let's keep it a buck.
yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Let's talk into it. I'm at a 6. Codes is at a 5. Jet's at a 4. You got the 4, 5, 6 right there. Yeah, there was nobody at the movie theater, man. I don't think do well in the box office. We'll see. Even when I came out, I went to the early showing, and when I came out later, there was still no cars at the theater. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, we're gonna go ahead and get into the spoilers, get into the reasons of why we gave it the rating that we gave it. So if you haven't seen it and you're interested in seeing it, go check it out. I still think it's worth seeing it. Maybe you could wait for it to go streaming to Disney Plus. Yeah, I think I would
almost
say
recommend
wait.
that.
Yeah. Wait till it goes onto Disney Plus. I don't think it's worth the $15, $20 that movies.
The price of admission.
The price of admission, yeah. So wait for it to come to Disney Plus. So if you guys haven't seen it, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it now. So if you guys are interested in spoilers, we'll see you next time. But here we go, spoiler warning. Here we go. You guys want to get into the negatives, or you guys want to do the positives?
I'm gonna just get my slight nitpick out the way.
Go ahead.
Her mom should have died in that house fight scene. There was a moment where the dude had her and a weapon, and he was about to attack. They went over to Monica for like a smooth 20 seconds. She literally got in her fight, tussled, threw him across the room, went through him, then kicked him back. while the guy was still like this. I said no, bro.
Argue that point hard, but he's so right about that.
No, bro.
That
when I saw that,
yeah, he's right about that.
I was like, bro, what?
That didn't click in my head, but yeah, he did have it over her neck already.
Yes.
And then she's like, help her, or whatever the hell she was. Like, get out of my house.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
I was like, bro, no, she should have been dead. But like I said, that's a nitpick. That ain't really like the movie and story. That's fine. I call it a nitpick.
That's Hollywood being Hollywood and
exactly
putting more time on the clock than there should be. So
I'll get into
go ahead.
My big one. The fucking pacing. Like, this shit was neck break speed from beginning to end. Like, there is no time to rest. They are just going full speed ahead. Just keep going. That shit did not slow down. So it makes sense that it's the shortest MCU movie because they fit everything in that hour and 40 minutes. Bro.
When I saw that time, I said, whoa, that's crazy. This is an anime movie. What am I watching?
Yeah, that shit was...
We need oxygen. She got oxygen. We need water. We got water. So,
like, it was...
Yeah, no, I could see that for sure. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, for sure, I could see that. Okay, I got bullet points, and I don't have too many pros, but I do got more cons than I do pros. Let me go through the cons. Like I said at the beginning of the review, lackluster villain. That's not this movie's problem. That's an MCU problem for the most part. She wanted to save her world. Her world's dying, so she's gonna go ahead and save her world at any cost. Okay, I can understand that point, but. Then they kind of dug into it a little bit more with what world she's choosing. It's Captain Marvel's world. Come to find out that Captain Marvel ruined, I think it was Hala is the name of
the Annihilator, yeah.
The Annihilator. She thought she was doing good, and she came in and destroyed the AI that we see from the first movie because that was just controlling everybody. So she destroyed the AI, and that was the wrong decision apparently, and that just ended up destroying the planet. So that was the villain's motivations. And then this is leading right into my next con. That villain had a direct counter, I guess, to Captain Marvel, who at this point was the second strongest, but one of the strongest MCU characters, and a band just kind of like, I can put it up.
It's absorbing. That
was kind of dumb. I thought that was weak. They could have done that better. So Kamala has the same shit then now. Before that,
Kamala
can
is
do
beating
the same shit now.
Captain Marvel 100% then.
Yeah, I thought that was really stupid. So that's a big knock for me. Kamala's jokes, she was trying to be the comedic relief. I don't think not one of them made me laugh. I thought she did a fine job, but the jokes itself, I don't think none of them made me laugh. So that was,
I think she's a great actor, and I think aside from the jokes, I think she was really good in this. What I don't like from her is that fucking like screech or that scream or whatever the fuck she does.
She's a little girl.
I can't. It's fucking annoying. That shit hurts my ears every fucking time.
Captain Marvel was in my house.
That stupid shit, bro. I can't do it, bro.
No, but you, to your point, she did do a good job, I guess, in the performance. Just the joke aspect of it, I didn't really. None of them made me laugh. The musical part of this whole movie was just stupid. It just did not work for me. Captain Marvel's married to the prince of this planet. I thought that was so dumb, bro. We get there and they can't speak English. You can only sing if you want them to understand you. They're saying English. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was dumb, bro.
This is the shit that like pisses me off because it just opens up a door for these dumbass guys to continue to hate on female leads and female superheroes, and you continue to put dumb shit like this in their movies. Like, man, I can go on and on. It's stupid, man.
It was really a pointless addition to the movie.
It
did not need to be that. They just needed to show up. She saved their lives. That's all you needed.
Exactly. She saved your lives. She saved your planet. They're coming for yours. We need your help defending it.
But
so I thought that was dumb. And then that leading into, okay, now I guess they have powers to change their clothes whenever the hell they want to change their clothes. Like she changed Captain Marvel into a dress, and then they put battle suits on, which the suits I thought were pretty cool. That will stay on that point. I thought the battle suits were pretty cool. Rambo's blue and white. I like that look a lot. I like that color scheme. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like the pacing. This goes to the pacing right there. Like it was. Like they slowed down for the singing and all that, and then okay, I need to talk to you. She's coming. We're having a war. We jump right into their suits and the war here. And she's coming already. Like damn, that was quick. So yeah, I didn't like that aspect of it. And then another negative I have for Captain Marvel's powers, they kind of tapered her, which I don't know why they had to do that, but they tapered her powers by saying that they were entangled with everybody else. With everybody, with the other Marvels. So I thought that was kind of weird, kind of dumb. And obviously, you see them trying to work on it as a team, and then they can kind of coordinate their attacks when they use their powers and not. But I thought that was a little dumb, especially when you've already said the Bangle is her counter. Like, you don't need to taper her powers in any other way. So I thought that was a little weird. And then at the very end, the sun's dying on Hala, and she's telling him, no, well, you can help the sun, right? Like, those are your powers. You can just go ahead and energize the sun. And the whole time, like, even before they even said that, I was already thinking that in my head, like, bro, if the sun's the problem, Captain Marvel can go fucking juice up the sun. Exactly. Why are we having this whole conflict to begin with?
I never tried that before.
And then she just proceeds and goes through it like nothing, like no effort. She just flies into it, flies out. You're good to go.
Keep in mind, the build up for that was, I mean, I've never done it before. She's like, you could lose all your powers.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That was
like,
a little ridiculous.
What are we doing? You're telling me we went through, and it makes me that much more mad because when she told the villain, I'm gonna give you your son, she still tried to fight back.
Yeah.
What?
That was crazy.
She gave you what you wanted.
That's another negative that I didn't put either. Okay, she fought back. She gets the other bangle off of Kamala. And they're telling her, no, it's going to kill you. And she puts it on anyways. And you can already see from one bangle, the entire movie, she has these, like, I don't know if they were blue, purple veins, just kind of like showing that it's too strong for her already. And she puts the other one on and just instantly evaporates and disintegrates and just dies.
What was her plan there? Like, and don't get me wrong. Yeah. I know somebody might counter what I said earlier by saying, like, she doesn't trust her. I get she doesn't trust Captain Marvel. That's fine. But her killing herself was like, I don't want to say.
I don't know if she even thought she was going to kill herself. I thought she was going to be able to, or I guess she thought she was going to be able to handle it, and it didn't. Like, nothing.
What was the plan?
So that was just weird to see. And I know we're going through all these negatives, but like Jet said, I don't have a problem with the female-led cast. I don't have a problem with all of the majority of the villains, the heroes. They're all female. I don't have a problem with that. The problem is that the writing on it and the certain decisions that they did was just bad and not a good way to go about it. So it could have been done better. And if you guys didn't know, the director left like 3/4 through the project, something like that. I forget the exact timing of when
you can tell.
But she ended up leaving this project. So it shows in the movie, and I don't know if she was like, yeah, this isn't going anywhere. Later, I'm out, and she left. So that was weird to see. So we have a reason, and it shows in the work of why we didn't like the points that we didn't like. Any other negatives you guys want to talk about before I bring up the few points that I did like?
I just want to say, and this should be the biggest concern for anybody that's watching these movies that is a fan of the MCU franchise. The fact that this movie doesn't have no implications on anything MCU besides Kamala saying she's going to start her own team is the worst thing ever. This movie was pointless. It wasn't like it was a good plot, so we were watching nothing. It was just nothing. We're getting nothing out of this besides a poorly made movie, and I don't like that at all. At least have a connection to the MCU, but we don't even get that. We just have more scrolls on Earth.
I just want to make that known.
What scene? The starting
the
scene
Avenger thing. Yeah.
Yes, the Young Avengers. Well, let's talk about it. We're on it now. So that was the end of the movie, right? Because it was on the post credits.
Yeah,
so that was the end of the movie. She shows up, and you see a figure coming through the door, and come to find out it's Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. And Kamala's just sitting in the dark trying to have this cool Nick Fury scene with her and stuff. Like, oh, you're about to get a lot bigger. So I was like, all right.
Where'd you get that at? Found it on my couch.
I'm starting a team, and actually it's just me, but I'm pretty good. Whatever.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that was fun. There you go. So there you go. I lied earlier. Kamala made me laugh with that shit. And yeah, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna do the Young Avengers, and they talked about getting Kate, and then they even said Ant-Man had a daughter, so like they're gonna go try to recruit Ant-Man. So that's pretty cool to see that they're gonna try to get Young Avengers going.
The whole movie was
the whole movie
pointless.
Yeah.
Did Spider-Man come into your mind at all?
No.
For the Young Avengers, no. I don't think so.
He's already like an adult Avenger already. He's already a part of that gang, if anything.
Oh, what a Kate she was like, I'm 23. I'm not a kid. I'm 23.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Maybe.
So, I mean, it's a possibility, but
it's a possibility.
I don't have it on the table. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this man's he's been with the Avengers team. He's ready to be with the Avengers whenever that gets booted up again. So yeah, but that was cool to see the Young Avengers. Let's get into a few of the cool points that are points that I did like in the movie. That first fight scene, when they're transporting back and forth, I thought that was cool. The music playing in the background and they're just jumping. It was probably like a good 10-15 minute fight scene. It seemed kind of long.
It was solid.
Yeah, it seemed kind of long, but it was good.
Like that fight scene actually.
You didn't like that fight scene?
I did not.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
them
it
going
was
back and
dope.
forth. The house getting
editing looked
destroyed.
weird in that shit.
Okay, well there you go. That's fair.
But I thought
I
that
enjoyed
the
it.
final fight scene was fucking awesome.
See, that's where they're fighting the boss, the villain.
Yeah,
I was mad.
I didn't like that one.
And this stems from the fact that Captain Marvel gets her powers canceled, but it's a 3v1. I get they were winning at times, but they were still losing at times.
They were
I'm like,
she was knocking left and right and countering.
Well, I'm not talking about the outcome of the fight. I'm just talking about pure choreography from both fights.
That's what I'm saying. How are you? It's like this should have been overpowering the entire time. Like, why are y'all struggling a 3v1?
Yeah, they shouldn't have struggled, especially when they already knew how to coordinate their attacks and they were practicing. We had that whole training montage and stuff. They should have easily mopped her up for sure. But the choreography, the choreography, I didn't have a problem with it. The fights were good. I just thought that first fight scene was more enjoyable to me. I thought that was more fun to watch. Then Cody, I was gonna text it too, but I was like, I'll let you guys watch it. The exact quote that you text us, I was gonna text it to you too. Oh, it's fine. It's Carol. It's fine.
Listen,
it's Carol.
I was telling Justin this before we started. It is insane to me that Nick Fury really did not care that Kamala and Monica were basically about to die. Because they were falling, and he had no expression, no worry, no nothing. If they hit, he realized it was Carol. Oh, it's Carol. It's fine. Like, what? Monica and Kamala were about to die.
That was a funny little throwaway line or whatever. I thought it was cool. Or funny, I should say.
It was insane.
But yeah. I did like that whole first fight scene sequence. Kamala's parents were funny as hell, just like in the show. I thought they did a phenomenal job in the show. They carried it over here. They were funny. They were entertaining to watch. So I enjoyed their
That
performances.
nigga talking about the 401k was fucking hilarious to me, bro.
How old are you? 301. I was like, oh shit. Okay. But yeah,
Never
their
too late to
parents. Her parents did great. So I enjoyed that. And then we talked about the last scene of the movie, the Young Avengers, but then we got the end credit scene. Monica had to seal up because the villain, I forget her name, but the villain made a whole time-space continuum hole. She had to seal it up, so they juice her up with the Bangles and Captain Marvel's powers, and she goes on the other side. They said, hey, this is a multiversal rift. That's not our reality, so we got to go up and seal it up. So she goes through, she seals it up. She's like, all right, come on, it's closing, come through. No, I can't. It's not done. I got to finish it. And she's like, what do you mean? And she starts flying towards her. I knew I always had to stay. And seals it up. And that's the way that scene ended.
Before you continue,
go ahead.
Why couldn't she close it from our side? And this is my problem because this is their first time encountering this. So her instantly knowing she only could do it from that side was insane to me. Like, at least try from your side. But no, I can only do it from that inside. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. I could see that point. Because when it burst, it went this way, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's a hole between both. So why do you need to be on one end to close it if your powers can be used to pull?
Yeah, I get that point. Yeah, I could see. Well, she could have just stayed on one side and still closed it. But they didn't explain it. They just said, hey, go close it from the other side. It needs to be closed from the other side. Okay. So, yeah, she starts to close it. She ends up staying behind. Then we get the end credit scene. She wakes up, and it's her mom sitting in the chair next to her, and she's going nuts, like
insane.
Was she the one that stated like this is a multiversal rift?
Yes, I think when she woke up,
right?
it's because I think when she woke up, she thought she was dead or something like that, or you know what I mean? Like she was, yeah.
Okay, so then she starts to have, whoa, are you okay? Whatever. Then somebody walks in. You see the white coat. The doctor walks in, and he starts talking. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Fraser. I forget the actor's name.
It is Fraser.
It is Fraser, which is, if I'm not mistaken, again, is the original Beast. Was it from the animated series? I think so, right? So he reprised his role as Beast, and the CGI on that one I think was solid.
I think
it could have been better.
Kind of iffy, yeah.
Yeah, I think it could have been done better, right? If I'm not. Yeah, I think it could have been done a little bit better. But okay, so then you get Beast. Beast is the reveal, and he's just kind of talking about, okay, you're from another multi-reality dimension.
That's impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible. Professor Xavier wants to speak to you, I think is what he said. So that was pretty cool. So I guess this is how we're getting mutants coming into ours. They're gonna
But
find a way to
how?
bring Monica over. They're gonna find a way to cross multiverses, I guess. And this is how we get mutants. Mutants is alive and well on this side. They're gonna do it some way like that. They're gonna bring Monica back over. They're gonna figure out a way how to travel through multi-time.
And I instantly thought America Chavez. But where's she at right now? What's going on with her?
Last we saw with her, she's training, right? She's training with Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So they could have that be the way, but they're probably not gonna do that. Let's keep.
I don't think they're gonna do it. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think the X-Men on the other side are gonna figure out how to come through. And
I think Kelsey Grammer was Beast in those first X-Men movies.
Was it? That's his name, Fraser? Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah, Kelsey Grammer. Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong. It was not the animated series. He was Beast in the first ones.
But I don't think it was CGI.
No, I don't think it was either. I think it was the fur and everything. Yeah.
And I think this nigga's just too old now, so they're just like, or he's just like, bro, I'm not sitting through that makeup, bro. Y'all got to put that computer shit on me.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but he was from the original movies. So then, he zooms out. You see the mom. She's wearing this whole costume. She gets up from the chair and she kind of just undrapes this. So you see her costume, and she has the bangles on. She's got Kamala's powers, which real quick too. I think we asked this on when we were watching Miss Marvel. Was it the bangles that gave her power, or was it just her mutant dormant abilities?
It's her, because remember when she took it away, she still had her powers.
Yeah, exactly. She took off the bangle, she still was able to do that gigantic hand. So that answered that question of what is it. So what do the bangles do for her? Just amplify it, I guess.
It has to be something like that. More power.
Okay, so yeah. Monica's mom in this universe, it has the bangles, and she has that power, and it ended like that. There was no other scenes or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool to see, though. But go ahead.
Because what else are we about to talk about?
That's pretty much it. Anything.
So we never got around to it, but in that second trailer for this movie, that end credit scene is in that trailer.
No way.
I'm telling you, we have to go watch it, bro. After watching the movie, I said, "There's no way they released that trailer. There's no way they released that trailer." You literally, what you get in the trailer is the scene of her mom walking across the screen. I said, "There's no way they did that." Everybody knew what it was once they saw it. I'm like,
Beast wasn't in there.
No, it was just her walking across the screen. Everybody knew. They saw the suit, like they knew. Yeah. I was like, bro, that's crazy.
That's why we'll probably check out the trailer after this. But to me, it goes back to my point where, yeah, we had the negatives and there was a few positives, but overall, the movie for me was a mid movie. Yeah. I don't think it was. Well, let me put it to you like this: is this better than Thor Ragnarok? I mean, not Ragnarok, of course it's not. But Love and Thunder. Jet, would you rather watch this than Love and Thunder?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm on that same boat. Is this better than the first Captain Marvel?
No.
You don't think it's, for me, I think it's better than the first Captain Marvel.
Because I think we rated the first one a 7 or a 6.
Did we? If maybe I gotta check it again. How was Brie Larson's performance compared to the first one, Jet?
I think she's just still trapped in a cycle of just bad scripts. Like I don't think she's being taken care of as far as being a character that's because everybody's problem with Brie Larson in that first movie is she just doesn't play a superhero.
One note, right?
I guess. She's just very like monotoned, I guess. Like it's just very gray, I guess, or vanilla, however you want to phrase it.
I think it's because the portrayal of Captain Marvel isn't a hero but more of a soldier that's just trying to do good.
Yeah, but Captain America is more of a soldier.
Yeah,
that's literally a soldier.
They turned him into a hero where Captain Marvel's alone. She's out there doing her own thing.
Oh, we get an answer to that. Well, not an answer, but a reason. Not a reason either. They talked about her being gone and how Monica was like, "You were gone," and she's like, "Yeah, but I intended to come back." And she was like, "But yeah, we needed you too." And she's like, "Oh shit, I guess you're right." So that to me was dumb.
And then she adds on to that by saying, "I didn't want to come back to you after what I did to them," and I was like,
"Yeah, that was dumb too."
What?
Like the whole Earth could have used your ass, man. Like, come on.
But back in Endgame, there's other planets that need help. She's so no. They wrote her bad like that. That's messed
yeah.
up.
I think her performance was a little better in this one than in the first one though, because you could tell she was letting loose a little bit more. She even had her
I
singing
agree.
wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But she did let loose a little bit more in this one. You can tell. So that's why I think I put this one. And the story, I think I'd rather watch this one more than the first one. Like I said, the story was middle of the road, but having all three of them together, I think for me elevated it more. But okay.
How did Fury and them survive that crash?
Crash.
Which yeah. When he came down from Earth, it didn't go into the atmosphere. It didn't burn up. It didn't do nothing. They just crashed and it. Yeah, I don't know. I
just got up and they were just kind of wobbly and shit.
Wasn't it? Is it just a normal like crash? Like it wasn't like a. It was a
shit. They were spinning out of control, right? And then coming into the atmosphere, and then it kind of just like
the cats were all throwing up and shit. Like
because of the spinning. Yeah,
they just literally crashed.
Like I know they came in high, but they didn't come in down. Like they came in.
They should have though. Coming into the atmosphere,
they
supposed
in
to
high.
come
They humans. They should have died regardless.
Like I'm saying, the angle that they came at, like it was slowing them down. It wasn't like a direct hit the ground type of crash.
That one was wild though. They should have more damage. Yeah, for sure. That was crazy.
I mean,
real quick too, they
stick it up for that over everything is crazy.
Cause they're in some high tech spaceships. Like these are supposed to withstand a crash.
Come on.
It's an escape pod. It's meant to survive crashes.
They're humans.
And an escape pod made to keep the people inside alive.
Where are you getting this information from?
The fact that they were in a spaceship.
Common sense, Jet.
They're in a station in space, Justin. That's where I'm getting it from. They're not going to have no Honda Civic dropping them down to Earth.
That's crazy. I could show you plenty of other space movies where coming into the atmosphere
it's different when you got aliens with they're making the tech with you. So
I was gonna talk about something else, but I also enjoyed the flagnars. I forget the name of their species, but the cats eating everybody. I thought was hilarious, man.
The little
do not
scene.
run. Yeah, do not run for the flagnars. Let them eat you. Let them eat. Everybody's running.
Yo,
bro.
when she hit around the corner and then it pans past her and the two cats just sitting there, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was a funny scene. I did enjoy that one. And then Kamal at one point just carrying the cats and just kidding everybody. I thought that was cool. But at the very beginning of the movie, I forgot to mention this. The other, we get an answer. If you guys haven't seen Miss Marvel, you get an answer to where the other what is it called? The other bracelet is, and it's in some sort of planet on some sort of statue inside it. So I thought it was somewhere on Earth or something, but no, it's up there. And then they mentioned that this was an ancient. I don't know if they called it weapon. I think it was it was Captain Marvel that mentioned it. Right? These are ancient weapons. It was a myth or whatever. I had never seen them until now. So it stands to reason that the 10 rings is the same. So whoever made the bracers made the 10 rings too, and sent these weapons out into the universe. So we'll see. That's another thing too. Who's coming for the damn 10 rings? Somebody's coming for the 10 rings. So
ain't nobody coming for the 10 rings.
Damn. But yeah, I thought that was cool. But any other thoughts, boys, before we head out? No.
Nah, man.
Wait for this one on Disney Plus. It's not worth the money to go watch it. I still thought it was okay, middle of the pack type of movie for me. But yeah, nonetheless, we appreciate you guys watching this video. Keep it locked to LFG for all your pop culture, anything and everything. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.